I once got the best life advice from a random guy on a plane, and I had no idea he was insanely rich until hours later. Last summer, I was flying from Denver to Seattle for a job interview I honestly didn't think I'd get. I was broke, sleep-deprived, and running on pure anxiety. The plane was packed, and of course I got stuck with the worst seat on the plane, the middle seat. The guy next to the window looked like a totally normal dude in his late 50s, wearing a hoodie, a baseball cap, and carrying this old beat-up backpack. Nothing about him looked rich or important. About 20 minutes into the flight, we hit some turbulence, and he noticed I looked a little tense. He chuckled and asked, "First time flying?" I laughed and said, "Nah, just my first time flying to an interview that might decide my entire future." That seemed to catch his attention. After a minute, he asked me a strange question. "If you got the job today, what's the first thing you'd do tomorrow that you can't do right now?" I didn't really get what he meant, so I shrugged and said I'd probably just relax for the first time in months. He smiled and shook his head slightly before saying something that stuck with me. Money and success don't really change people. They just amplify who you already are. If you're stressed now, you'll just be stressed with money. If you're focused now, you'll just have bigger opportunities. At the time, it just sounded like decent advice from a random guy on a flight. But when we landed, a flight attendant walked straight up to him and said, "Mr. Callahan, your car is waiting outside." A couple of people in suits were standing near the exit like they were waiting for him. I looked him up later that night out of curiosity, and that's when I realized the quiet guy sitting next to me had sold his company for almost $900 million a few years earlier. The funny thing is, I didn't even get the job I flew there for, but somehow that random seat on a plane ended up teaching me more about success than the interview ever did.